Hi, this is Bob Rakes from Display Daily, and I'm at SID Display Week, and I'm with Arthur Lathrop of 3M. Nice to see you, Arthur.
Nice to see you.
And he's going to tell me about what 3M is showing here at this Display Week. So, particular highlights: Rec 2020 and quantum dots.
Yes, so like we've done before, we have many different displays using quantum dots. We have a new TV that we're showing off. It's very similar to what we've shown in the past, except this one is actually a pre-production unit, getting ready for mass production. And then we also have a monitor that, as far as we know, is the largest color gamut. In terms of coverage of Rec 2020, it covers 93.7%. It is using a standard commercially available monitor that we remove the white LEDs, replace them with blue LEDs, and then put a sheet of QDEF inside.
Right, that's the NanoSys licensed
Yes.
quantum dot technology that you put in a film.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. And is that just for your tests, or is that a pre-production for a commercial product?
So this one was for tests, and then we've been showing it to a number of companies that are interested in very high color gamut monitors, a lot of proofing monitors, for example, where people can't yet create the content, at least can't easily create the content for Rec 2020 because they don't have something that they can show it on. And so those kinds of people are probably the leading edge of where something like this might be used.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm two and a half days into, or 2.5 days into Display Week, and monitors have barely had a mention yet. You know, there's still quite a lot of monitors sold in the world. It's still the display you often spend the most time with in your life, and yet it's somewhat neglected, which is a shame. So it's nice to see some developments here. How quickly could you get to production if somebody wanted to go ahead with this?
For the Rec 2020 film, that's something we could have either at the end of this year or early next year. We haven't done all the tests on it, but it's essentially the same material set that we use for the production material. It just has slightly different wavelengths. So we just need to go through the environmental tests and make sure that it's okay.
Right, so it would be available maybe in 2016 if somebody wanted to do it.
Right.
We'll watch out at CES maybe then. And on the TV side, this is a curved TV. It's not going to be obvious to our viewers, but it's a curved set. Are there any issues in curving with increasing the gamut?
No, so with the film, no, because the film curves just like all the other films that are in the backlight. And the other thing that is advantageous is that often the curve sets are direct lit, and so you want to film so that you can handle the direct lit situation.
Yeah, because if you've got an edge lit, you don't have the full advantage of, and the edge lit edge QD solutions, of course, have trouble with the direct addressed.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And you've got QDEF in a number of production TVs now.
So there are a number that are going into production, and I think this year I expect just globally there'll be 4 or 5 televisions that are going to be using QD films, and that's from all suppliers that I am aware of.
Great. Okay. Thanks very much. You're also showing some automotive, but I think I'm going to talk to one of your colleagues about that. So great.
Have a good day.
Thanks very good, Arthur. Thanks. So we'll have a go at cutting across to some automotive. See you shortly. Hi, this is Bob Rakes. I'm still on the 3M booth at Display Week 2015, and I'm here talking to Bill Simser. Hi, Bill.
Hey, Bob. Good to see you.
And Bill's been talking about some of the things that 3M is doing with its films to improve its performance in automotive. It's a hot topic at this SID Display Week. So, films in automotive.
Yeah, it's Bob, as you said, a lot of excitement that we've had from our customers wanting to come and see our new demonstration unit, which really illustrates and highlights how the 3M films enhance the performance of automotive displays, both in terms of providing increased brightness and efficiency for the displays, as well as managing how light is reflected off of the display. So we've got a series of products which really perform extremely well in automotive displays and enhance the performance of those displays.
As you say, whereas TV makers or other makers are just kind of getting light out in a particular direction. It's the management of the light all around that's the big issue for the car makers.
Absolutely. One of the things that's really important for the automaker is obviously driver safety, passenger safety. And one of the things that we do with our films is we manage or control how the light coming off a display is directed. So we have our advanced light control films, which are found in a number of the center stack displays, even in some of the instrument clusters, which control how that light reflects. So what's really important is not having any reflection of light onto the windscreen or even on the side window. And our films control that and eliminate or mitigate that light. And so it's a really important, from a driver distraction perspective and also from a driver safety perspective.
And these films are basically LCD films rather than, for example, OLEDs?
That's correct. Yep, these are designed for TFT LCD displays. And as I said, we can control or enhance the performance of those LCD displays within the automotive market.
And those films are available now. This is not a technology demo of something in the future. This is real stuff.
Absolutely. We've been in the market for many years, kind of as a leader in this field. And a lot of our key customers, both the automakers as well as the LCD makers and tier ones, look to 3M for innovation within the automotive display arena. So again, they're constantly working with us to make the performance of their displays better, so we as drivers and consumers of vehicles get to take the true benefit of what those displays are intended for.
Yeah, it's an exciting area. The second one you've got here is in the demonstration is anti-sparkle.
That's right. Again, one of the big issues that we face as displays become higher resolution is trying to mitigate glare and reduce glare or reflection. So traditionally, when an anti-glare material is applied to the front surface, as resolution gets higher, a phenomenon called sparkle occurs. So kind of a pixelation and a poor imaging occurs. And again, as a viewer of that content, it's very distracting. So what we've developed or are developing and bringing to the market will be what we call an anti-sparkle film. So it takes the benefits of the anti-glare, but adds anti-sparkle chemistry. And so the user, the viewer, gets a nice, clean, clear image. And again, eliminating the glare and also not having that sparkle phenomenon.
Yeah, the crude anti-glare stuff often has a kind of sugary look to it. That's the kind of thing you mean.
Absolutely, that's kind of that pixelation, or we call sparkle, yeah. And it's really annoying to us. We're very accustomed now to having very high resolution, displays in our hands, either as a tablet or a smartphone. That same desire is coming to the vehicle cockpit, and through our technology, we're able to mitigate that phenomenon.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of applications, they just go to glare screens, but you just can't do that in a car.
That's exactly right. Again, driver distraction and a safety factor. It really is important that those issues are resolved.
Great. Thanks very much. Interesting stuff.
Great. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.
So this is Bob Rakes for Display Daily at SID Display Week 2015.